Hello, dear friends. Today we will discuss about evaluation of fixed dose combinations of anti-diabetic agents. Now you all know that fixed dose combination is a combination of two or even more drugs in a particular amount in a single dosage formulation is called the fixed dose combination. Now there are certain advantages of the fixed dose combinations and there are certain disadvantages also, and there are many fixed dose combinations for the different ailments available in the market. And before prescribing any fixed dose combination, physician has to evaluate the need or the rationality of this fixed dose combination. Now today we will discuss about some of the common anti-diabetic fixed dose combinations. Now the first one is the combination of glibenclamide and so the first fixed dose combination is of tablet glibenclamide and metformin XR for type 2 diabetes. Now first you have it or not and whether the drug is indicated or not. Now the glibenclamide belongs to sulfonylurea group and it is indicated in type 2 diabetes, while the dose of 5 mg is adequate. In case of metformin, it belongs to biguanide group. It is also indicated in type 2 diabetes and dose 500 mg is indicated. Now, which other points one should check? And first is whether the two drugs belongs to same class or not. Ideally it should not be of same class. So here the glibenclamide is a sulfonylurea. It primarily acts by increasing the insulin secretion from beta cells of pancreas, while the metformin belongs to biguanide group and it is insulin sensitizer. So different groups, different mechanism of action, and that's why there will be better blood glucose control without increased risk of hypoglycemia. You can reduces the dose of the individual drug also. Now the another important point for evaluating the FDC is pharmacokinetic matching and especially the duration of the pharmacological action. Now glibenclamide is a longer acting sulfonylurea, so single daily dose is required, while metformin is having a duration of action of 6 to 8 hours. But here the metformin XR, that is metformin extended release formulation, has matching also as far as the duration of the action is concerned, and that is why these FDC is rational in case of type 2 diabetes when blood sugar is not controlled with monotherapy of any agent. Okay, now so it is a rational fixed dose anti-diabetic combination. So the next is fixed dose combination of tablet glibenclamide, metformin and pioglitazone. So if you look carefully, there is another drug pioglitazone 15 mg is added to the previous fixed dose combination. So I will discuss about that only. Pioglitazone belongs to a glitazone group, that is thiazolidinedione, and it is also indicated in type 2 diabetes. Now here I want to add only a slight feature about this combination is pioglitazone is indicated only when the blood sugar is not controlled with either metformin or sulfonylurea or combination of these two. So when these two drug group in combination is not able to control the blood sugar level, then and then pioglitazone should be used as an add-on drug. So patient. Okay, other points we have already discussed. Pioglitazone is also a longer acting agent. Its duration lasts for 24 hours. So pharmacokinetic matching also. So this combination is rational. Next is the fixed dose combination of tablet glipizide and metformin. Glipizide belongs to sulfonylurea group, that is insulin secretagogue, and metformin is an insulin sensitizer. So again the same thing, two drug belongs to different group, so the different mechanism of action. So there is a better blood glucose controlled without increasing risk of hypoglycemia. Again, now, it is better if the duration of action is exactly same, but it doesn't mean that if there is a minor variation in the duration of action, then this combination is not valid. It is not like that, but there must not be gross difference in the duration of action, and which is not there in case of this combination, and that's why this combination is rational when the blood sugar is not controlled with any of the above mentioned agent. Next is there is the FDC of the injection, human soluble insulin 30% and isofen 70% insulin. Now here I want to discuss this issue with a different viewpoint. This fixed dose combination is indicated for type 1 diabetes. Now you all know that in the type 1, okay, so both of these two agents are indicated. Now why these two agents, or why these two products of insulin? You all know that soluble insulin is a short acting and isofen is an intermediate acting insulin. Now, what is the rationality of giving these two combination together? You all know that we have to control the basal blood sugar level, that is due to the hepatic glucose output, and at the same time we also have to control the postprandial rise in the blood sugar, that is known as a postprandial hyperglycemia. And it is very obvious that any insulin which is having a relatively rapid onset and shorter duration of action, it will control the postprandial hyperglycemia. But it is difficult to control the basal blood sugar with this short acting insulin. If you want to control with the short acting insulin, then you have to give the short acting insulin frequently, repeatedly, and in that case the patient compliance will be less. So there is a requirement of insulin which is having a relatively peakless effect and relatively longer duration of action, and these can be achieved with the help of intermediate or long acting insulin or insulin analog. So I hear the isofen insulin, it will serve this purpose. So when we are giving this two drug in combination, it will control the postprandial digestive hypoglycemia also, and that's why this combination is rational. Now dear friends, in which ratio this combination should be given, it depends upon the individual need or the individual, we can say that the response of the individual to the insulin regimes, and this combination of regular insulin and isofen insulin, it is available in a 30 and 70% ratio, and it is also available in a 50-50 ratio, and both these ratio in a combination is rational. So this is in nutshell about the rationality of the fixed dose combination of the anti-diabetic agents. Please give your feedback in a feedback section, and if yet you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.